Lexi Hull, known for her composure on the court and humility off it, spoke with a rare kind of authenticity that immediately pulled fans in. She talked about the backlash the Fever have faced simply for being popular, for drawing in ratings, attention, and new fans. She pointed out the hypocrisy of players demanding higher pay while criticizing the team that's bringing in the money to make that happen. "The only way you get paid what you're owed," she said, "is to get the ratings that bring in the money to pay you." It was such a simple truth, but one that cut deep into the culture of denial surrounding women's basketball. The moment Lexi said it, it was like a light flicked on in a dark room. Fans flooded social media with support, calling it the most honest statement of the year, while critics scrambled to twist her words. She wasn't just talking about the Fever. She was talking about an entire mindset that resents success when it doesn't come from them. Lexi's message was clear. The Indiana Fever didn't ask for the spotlight. They earned it. And if other teams wanted that same energy, they'd have to play better, not complain louder. What made this interview even more explosive was her unexpected mention of veteran forward DeWanna Bonner's sudden exit from the team. Lexi admitted that she and her teammates were blindsided, left without any explanation. "I was super excited," she said, describing how thrilled she was to finally have a veteran in her position to look up to, someone to learn from, a champion, a mentor. But then Bonner just left. No goodbye, no reason, no closure. That moment of honesty hit fans like a gut punch. It wasn't just about losing a teammate. It was about losing faith in the leadership that was supposed to guide them. Lexi's pain was visible even between the lines. To her, Bonner wasn't just another player. She represented what the next generation could aspire to: professionalism, mentorship, experience. But that illusion vanished overnight. Caitlin Clark had expressed the same admiration for Bonner, excited to learn from a two-time champion who'd seen everything the league had to offer. And yet, both players were left staring at an empty locker, wondering what went wrong. The silence from the organization didn't help. Fans started piecing together their own theories, and suddenly Bonner's departure became symbolic of a larger problem: the WNBA's uncomfortable pattern of avoidance when it comes to accountability. Lexi's words didn't accuse anyone directly, but they didn't have to. The disappointment in her tone said it all. She wasn't stirring drama. She was telling the truth about how players are left in the dark, treated like replaceable parts in a system that loves to talk about empowerment but struggles to practice it. Then came the part that truly lit the match: jealousy. Lexi Hull didn't whisper it. She said it plainly: there's jealousy in the WNBA and it's real. There are players who can't stand that the Fever get more televised games, more coverage, and more fan love. They hide behind excuses about fairness and representation, but underneath it all is envy. Lexi's honesty shattered the facade. She made it clear that the Fever's rise wasn't about favoritism. It was about numbers. The ratings don't lie. When Caitlin Clark plays, people watch. When the Fever are on TV, the league thrives. That's not bias. That's business. Her comparison to the NFL made her point undeniable. In football, the biggest teams, the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Eagles, dominate prime time because fans tune in. No one calls it unfair. It's just smart marketing. The WNBA should be doing the same. Instead, too many players are busy complaining about who gets attention rather than asking why. Lexi's words hit harder because they came from a place of logic and loyalty, not bitterness. She wasn't trying to divide anyone. She was trying to explain how growth actually works. But as always, the internet twisted it. The moment her interview went viral, social media turned into a battlefield. Some users accused her of entitlement, others dragged race into it, saying white players like Lexi and Caitlin only get attention because of how they look. It was ugly, unfair, and completely missed the point. Lexi never mentioned race. She never attacked anyone. She was speaking about behavior, professionalism, and respect. Yet the backlash only proved her right. Jealousy disguised as activism, resentment dressed up as outrage. Supporters quickly jumped in to defend her, pointing out that Lexi was doing what few others dared, telling the truth in a league obsessed with image management. The more people tried to discredit her, the more fans started to see through the noise. Lexi Hull wasn't a villain. She was the one person brave enough to hold up a mirror, and what that mirror reflected wasn't pretty. A league fractured by insecurity, where speaking truth feels like rebellion. DeWanna Bonner's departure became the perfect metaphor for that larger issue. Her sudden exit and the silence that followed left a scar on the Fever and their fans. Lexie's honesty reopened that wound, not to gossip, but to heal. She wanted transparency, closure, and accountability, things every professional athlete deserves. But instead of answers, she got backlash. It was easier for critics to attack her tone than to face the uncomfortable truth she exposed. As the dust settled, the WNBA's silence spoke louder than anything else. No statement, no defense, not even an acknowledgement. Just quiet. And in that silence, fans started realizing how selective the league's empowerment really is. When players echo the official narrative, their voices are celebrated. When they challenge it, they're ignored. Lexie didn't say anything inflammatory, she simply told the truth. But that was enough to make the league uncomfortable. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark did what she always does, stayed focused, stayed calm, and let her game do the talking. Side by side, she and Lexi Hull represented the kind of professionalism and unity the league claims to value. They played through the noise, proving that real power doesn't come from politics or PR. It comes from performance, teamwork, and authenticity. Lexi Hull's words weren't an attack. They were a revelation. She showed that the jealousy, hypocrisy, and silence plaguing the WNBA are symptoms of a league still figuring out how to handle success. While others hid behind slogans and safe answers, Lexi stood up for her teammate, her team, and the truth. Her courage reminded everyone why honesty still matters, because without it, progress is impossible. The real question now is this: will the WNBA listen? Or will it bury another uncomfortable truth under the rug? Was Lexi Hull wrong for speaking out, or did she just say what everyone else was too afraid to? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Do you agree with Lexi's take on jealousy and hypocrisy in the league? Do you think the WNBA needs to embrace more honesty, even if it gets messy? If you're passionate about stories that cut through the noise and reveal the real drama behind the game, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss what's really happening behind the scenes in women's basketball.